Hey guys, it's XJ and welcome to another no assembly required diecast video review of this time it is the AUTOart Millennium, the 1/18 scale of Nissan Skyline GTO R32 V-Spec 2. And this is the third generation of GTRs. Well, first of all, I really like the use of this cardboard box with styrofoam, and it features some of the most picturesque, stylish packaging of AUTOart cars, diecast cars. So you can see the side views, rear views, the famous round tail lights, and you can see a brief history on the side here. So it's basically this third generation took 16 years break from the previous GTO. Well, a little thing about the second generation, it didn't last that long. Its production run because it was during a economic crisis, so they ended up making less than 200 units, and it was a worthwhile break for them, and they had actually improved so much, like from horsepower perspective. You're looking at over 150, wait, no, 130 horsepower increase from the previous generations, and it now utilizes the electronically controlled four-wheel drive system, which basically allows you. What it does is that it measures like 10 times a second as to where the power is directed from the front and the rear. So during ideal conditions, they will use a 2 to 98 split. So it launches itself faster than a rear-wheel drive, well, just like a rear-wheel drive. But during wet or the need of traction moments, they will utilize a split like 50-50 or any amount between those numbers, and thus increasing their overall traction around a circular like around a track. So what this V-Spec 2 had in comparison to the first R32 would be widened track and improved brakes, and Brembo 4-pot calipers and 17-inch BBS forged wheels, and wider track also 245, and its height is a little bit higher, and the overall weight it is an increase of 50 kilograms to 1480 kilograms for this particular version. And needless to say, it had won a lot of races. You're looking at let me have a look here, winning all 29 races of the JTCC, and as well as taking the series title every year from 1989 to 1993, and also 50 straight races from 50 starts from 1991 to 1997. That's past the this generation to the Alpha 3, and it's been named the Godzilla from an Australian magazine, and well, due to its origin, Japan, and its overwhelming dominance in race circuit, and probably on the streets too, because you're looking at a car that has a lot of potential for increased horsepower. And although it is labeled 280 horsepower, but most of Japanese cars during that time period have an actual power of 320. So it isn't too far off from its European rivalry, and its awesome Audi 360 ETT engine had been very successful formula. I mean, it succeeded for 3 generations, and it does ring an awesome engine sound. And that's about it. Well, here's a look at the actual model. And there's always a part of me telling that it is, as design does look old one way or another, but it actually did last. Like, the design actually looks quite current, quite modern, and even though it's been there for 20 years. The mean looking front gives it characteristic, and the awesome brown light tail lights. And you can see how most of the GTR emblems still carry on to the next generations, R33, R34, and even the GTR R35. Let's take a look at its features. Well, to be honest, the most valuable thing in the car in this GTR, it has to be the engine, because it's got a twin turbo with turbochargers with ceramic fans, and it's got intercooler, and they spare no expense at putting all of the decals here and there to make it look as realistic as possible. And let's see here. You can open doors. Adjust the height a little bit. And you can see how unremarkable the interior is. You can see they are carpeted leather. It's not leather, but those bucket seats that has different trim color. Some dials. And obviously most of, like every single GTR this generation are right hand drives, because they were all made for domestic use. And it seats 4, maybe 5. And you can see the trunk opens up, and looks fairly good. Let's give it a spin. Let me find the button. An interesting fact about this generation GTR, it actually sold a bit more than, oh no, never mind, actually. There's about 44,000 R32, but most of them, about 40,000 of them are standard cars. And let me just browse R33. R33 sold about, figures, standard edition 44. Okay, this generation. And R33 sold 16,000 units. And R34 sold 12,000 units. So you can see this generation had to be the most popular and and also most showing up on the street the most. As far as the revolutionary terms go, this has to be the most revolutionary GTR thus far, because the R35 is basically using the same formula, 4-wheel drive, twin turbo, Arteza, ETS, like maybe a better version of it. Well, a lot better, considering how fast that thing goes around the track. But this R32 probably still the most, most approachable R32, like approachable GTR to get in foreign lands. I hope you have enjoyed this brief diecast video review. Take care. So here's a quick question. Which would you prefer? The glass window see-through model case or the photographed packaging? Let me know what you think.